Three young men were sick and tired of the music in their churches. They were each in their 20s, and they were looking for something that would connect with them and their friends. The old worship was so stilted and so foreign to their contemporaries. The first was born in Germany. The second and third were reared in Britain. They each wrote prolifically. Each were marginalized by those who led their churches. The second complained to his dad that church music was dull and did not add a thing to worship. To which his dad said, "If you're so bright, fix it." At that time, all church music was composed of scripture set to music. No creativity was allowed. As a pastor, I found these complaints to be very familiar. My own children said the same kinds of things when they were teens. The church music didn't sound at all like the music they enjoyed. One liked country music, the other liked top 40. Then our son got excited about Christian music. There was a new group that he just loved. Newsboys. Over time, both have led worship in churches I've pastored. Worship music has changed forever again. Going back to the three young men I began with, they were Felix Mendelssohn, Isaac Watts, and Charles Wesley. You might recognize "Hark the Herald Angels Sing" by Mendelssohn and Wesley, "When I Survey the Wondrous Cross" by Isaac Watts, and "Love Divine, All Loves Excelling" by Wesley. They were groundbreaking changes from the psalter and fugues of their day. If I read the sermons written at the same time in history, we find that the same drift has taken place in them as well. Sermons preached by Wesley, Edwards, and Spurgeon transformed their world, but they don't produce the same results today. Even the sermons of Billy Graham, who preached to more people than any other preacher in history, don't have the strength. They're not as effective as they once were. Worship continues to change with each cultural and generational change. It's the same gospel story, but it's packaged in different and exciting ways. Ways that connect. King David was also a reformer. His expressions of worship were marginalized by his contemporaries as well, even his wife. What's now old was once new and fresh. David had some good advice for us. "Sing to the Lord a new song, for he has done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm have worked salvation for him. The Lord has made his salvation known and revealed his righteousness to the nations," which, by the way, means Gentiles. Psalm 98, verses 1 and 2. Has your expression of faith remained static? Or is it also a new song, brought about by new victories and new challenges? See, inquiring minds want to know what's new and fresh in our lives today. Have a great day in the Lord. Bye-bye.